your seller app. So the Kirana or whoever, they will have to register themselves on the seller app, right? Then they will become part of ONDC, right? In this case, do you actually ensure that there is no preferential treatment to whoever is uh, registering on these seller apps?
So preferential treatment, look, do some people prefer to show some products if they're being paid more commission? Yes, that's a fact of life. We are not the arbiters of like fair pricing like an exchange does. But there should be enough discoverability. You should know what you're competing against. You should know that I should offer a little more, I might show up. But we are not the arbiters of what you should charge and all. I mean, then you're getting into a very gray area, right? Like how do we start arbitrating how much commission someone makes or what price they should charge? I mean, if you tried, it would be a bad idea in my opinion. It's not our job to do that. Sure, any other questions? Oh wow, two more. Okay.
But I think the amount of work that's gone under in the last 5 years, I know about ONDC, but hardly any marketing about.
So I'll tell you why, right? Karke bolna hai. No, so what happens, I'll tell you what happens. When you say it a lot, it becomes a case of a shepherd crying wolf also if it doesn't materialize. It is too high. I mean, I don't say this lightly, right? Like, I mean, Honorable Commerce Minister is our eventual boss. Our Prime Minister talked about it at GFF with ONDC and, all this. There's pressure. And there's the public eye. There's everyone always poking holes at government initiatives. I'm from the private sector. I've spent 5 years doing this. I really believe it's going to work. It's not just helpful to have people throwing stones at you while you're doing it, right? Whilst it doesn't affect us now, I mean, I have to do it, And I've been told many times that even our mutual fund idea, like the first time when I proposed it, SEBI was supportive, AMFI was supportive, AMC was supportive, fintech guys were like, it's a solved problem, your idea is bekar, and I quote, they told me it's a bekar idea. So I said, man, I know the data. I know 80% of AUM is in the top 30 cities. I said, you go have a look at the data, I'm going to do it anyway, and the whole industry got behind us. So, yes, you have to have some conviction, but and I'll tell you the shock value of that, ho gaya, why are we not participating? Then it becomes boardroom discussion, then if the boards push the people. But yes, to go from that 0 to 1 is very, it took us 2.5 years for mutual funds, but now we're here.
So one question. This is for the software houses over here who want to build their own products. If they want to utilize ONDC network and all, right? What kind of charging models or licensing models are there?
So it's free for now, but we have to be sustainable. And as luck would have it, whether I like it or not, the sword has fallen on financial services at ONDC because there's the most margin in financial services. So the way probably we'll start charging early next year, but it's an incentive aligned model. And what I mean, like the TSPs and all don't pay anything currently. We will charge the manufacturer because that's where the margin sits on a converted sale. So for a loan, it'll be 0.2% of the loan value. Annualized. So for example, if it's a 6-month loan, then you pay me 10 bips. If it's a 5-year loan, you still pay me 20 bips, capped at 20 bips. Public good. So I don't need to make margin. Hopefully we just have to cover our costs. For mutual funds, we've done a different pricing because the margin structure is different. Where for say liquid funds, there's a floor of 5,000 rupees. After 5,000 rupees, $1.50 a transaction. For hybrid funds, 1,500 rupees. Anything above, we'll charge $1.50. And for equity, above 1,000 rupees, because I mean that's what the margin structure in mutual funds is. In insurance you can charge a little more, but we'll maybe charge 30 bips to 50 bips or something like that for every sale and then a trail amount. So whatever, like a fraction of what the distributor would make and a very small fraction of what the manufacturer would make. I mean, in retail, like a 300 rupee product at 8% margin, there's nothing you can charge there, right? And again, you don't, the whole idea is you don't want the weight to fall on the kirana walas. But here there's margin and it's built into the price. Yes, the consumer will pay eventually, but like the way we see it, at least I got the product in front of you where today it's not even there. So, sure. Yeah, see, the only way you control quality is by controlling the money, right? Like if someone delivers you, okay, let's take an example. You order an iPhone and you get a brick. ONDC's job will be, I'll refund you the money as the buyer, or I'll hold the money and I'll tell the merchant you have, just how a Visa, MasterCard does a chargeback process, right?
Okay.
I'll tell the seller, prove to me that you actually delivered an iPhone. Like, usually, why do all these guys take pictures and your ID and photo and all this? Because they want to prove if there's ever a dispute that they delivered it to you, right? And if you can't, then customer gets a refund. If you can prove that you did it, you'll get your money. That's the only quality control you got. You can't have an ONDC rep sitting in the warehouse and saying, "Barabar hai ki nahi." That is not happening.
No, why I have asked this question is, if you compare last 2 years statistics, in Bangalore itself around 200,000 stores got closed because of the online entering. No, I'm just telling. So I took this idea of ONDC to few people. Mainly we brainstorm.
No, you said 200,000 stores got closed.
Means they are out of, means that the business got reduced a lot.
I mean, I don't know what the reasons for that could be, but I mean.
Yeah. The main, when I went to for example, one area in KR Puram actually, I have asked few vendors why. Means first question means first thing they said is due to the online platforms, sir, we are losing the business. So I said to them, why can't we use the ONDC concept actually? Only the thing what they are telling, sir, we are very small sellers actually. We will get very 10% of the margin we get.
No, मैं समझ गया. Like sorry to be presumptuous, but I understood your question. So you're basically asking that because the small sellers are losing to the dark stores of the big platforms, right? You're right, right? The issue is not all of them understand this, right? So I actually, what was it, a year and a half or 2 years ago, I went with one of our network participants and did a route walk in my area. Now,
Okay.
I don't know if it's the Churchgate area is probably not the most representative of the country, but anyway, just to understand why people were participating or not participating, I don't think they understand the implication that they're losing money to others. Because what COVID did, it changed our behavior in wanting to just order everything online. Today you want one cookie, one ice cream, one chocolate, everything comes in 6 minutes. Like yesterday I had people over, we had run out of Diet Coke, 6 minutes mein aa gaya. Like, so whether it was a dark store, local kirana recruited by Instamart, I don't know. But you're right. And the thing is, some of our network participants educate these guys that you have to do it just to stay in business. But I don't think they understand.
Yeah, that is what I said. But what they said is the same thing. Sir, every day the business is decreasing, but the costs are coming up, like rental charges. And one more thing, what I have understood is, there is a delivery partner X, and the seller is Y, and the Z is the consumer. In the between, once the buyer places the order, the delivery has to be picked. If that the delivery guy, for example, damages the product, the seller is not taking the accountability. We got the problem.
No, I got it. So look, that's why we have to sit in the center. Because otherwise, who's going to solve this problem? And the other thing we're going to do is we're introducing transit insurance. So every time a delivery is doing, you'll do 2-3 rupee cover for that, right? So we are going to actually, during the Global FinTech Fest, we showcased the first implementation of that for logistics. But the problem you described, who to hold to account. So basically then, in this case, if the logistics guy damaged the package, the logistics guy doesn't get paid. If I control the money, today I don't.
Okay.
When I say I mean ONDC.
Normally is sometimes they tell, sir, as usual, first thing they will tell is we haven't done the.
No, but that's a different issue.
Yeah,
I mean, today your Amazon guy will say the same thing, मैंने नहीं किया. But then it becomes our problem to arbitrate the dispute, where today there's nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Achha, just in the interest of time, I mean, we can have this offline. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyone else? There's no. Okay, thank you. I mean, See, if you want to reach out to us, some of you have my email. Otherwise, fs@ondc.org. Our whole team gets it, FS team. So happy to respond and talk or help out for at least the students who want to build a business, because that is also our job. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Rishikesh ji, for your time, patience, and sharing all that you did. We have a small felicitation for you. So please be on stage and allow us to invite our guest of honor, Mrs. Roma Ghoshal. Please be on stage. Roma ma'am is a second generation conglomerate, a socialite, and a social leader who doesn't rehabilitate a village but almost bring village to her home and then rehabilitate. She's a great person. I'm grateful to know her. Ma'am, please join us on the stage. Please join us on the stage. Felicitation, please. This is the book that we have worked day and night for. This book contains the stories by India is Shining. ONDC, I'm grateful to Rishikesh ji for writing into that. Sir, thank you so much for contributing in this book. The book has contribution from Ministry of Finance. We are extremely grateful to National Stock Exchange for supporting this book. They are the spotlight. They are the reason why the book started, and several other government departments I can't thank enough. Mr. Subhranshu Acharya, Chairman, NSIC. Thank you, Roma ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rishikesh ji. Thank you so much. I'll connect with you. Thank you so much. Sir, one last request for a bite. If you can just give it, he'll follow you. Thank you so much. Right after this, we will quickly start with Munish ji. Munish ji, we are grateful to you for your patience. This is a platform wherein we bring in business, and if time takes business to happen, I hope we don't complain, because it's the money that rolls in. Please listen to Munish ji. Very humble, very powerful, yet one person whom we are all looking forward to. Please, all yours. Your stage is yours.
Hi, thank you, and good afternoon all. My name is Munish. We'll just run through this presentation. The topic for today is exploring business in Australia. And a brief background about me: I am part of the Government of Queensland, which is a state in Australia. If you see the map of Australia, the golden part is the state of Queensland, and the capital city is Brisbane. And those of you who are interested in cricket, the cricket ground is the Gabba. So this is the trade office of the Government of Queensland here in India. We are based within the Australian consulate here in BKC itself. So we'll just run through some of the opportunities that Australia and Queensland offers, and then the objective is for you to be aware of the geopolitical changes which are happening, what is happening in US and other things. So there's always a need to diversify for businesses, and we'd like to showcase the capabilities that our state offers in that sense. So as a trade agency, our job is to connect Queensland to rest of the world, and invite investments from India into Queensland. What we don't do is provide business development services to businesses. If you are looking to invest in Australia and Queensland, we are happy to have a discussion. Invest, I mean, you want to set up a manufacturing unit, or you want to set up an office, then we are the people to talk to. And also we help the Queensland companies who are looking at Indian market for their businesses.